I will talk about dog later, and Europeans think I asked to Europeans about our food, and I realized they think we eat a lot of fish and vegetables, but I think it depends on where they live, but we usually eat meat more and a lot of vegetable. I think so. Dog, okay. I think it's the different perspective of Western and Korea. Long I searched something and we started to eat dog from 1,100 years ago, and we have our Eastern philosophy. It's called 음양오행. It means everything has 5 different powers, and long ago we do farming. When summer comes, farmers get harder, and we have 3 hottest days called 복말. Each days have power of fire, and dog means power of iron. So fire melts iron. So when summer gets, people lose power of iron, so they eat dog so they can feel again the power of iron. That's why we eat dog. And I found they think we eat like little puppy pet, but that's not true. We don't eat pets. We eat dogs to eat, like pigs in farm.
A lot of baguettes, cheese, croissant, wine, gourmet, seafood like oysters, snails, ratatouille, foie gras.
In fact, at every lunch, dinner, if we don't have bread, we're just feeling so sad. Or personally, it's my case, but like, yeah, if we don't have any bread, it's not like a real meal. So yeah, consider as baguette as like the first part of every meal we have. Baguettes, cheese, and red wine. It's just like the perfect Sunday dinner. Like, oh my God, it's so perfect.
Some typical German foods are schnitzel, beer, Haxe, Wiener, meat and potatoes.
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, beer, of course, we have the Oktoberfest. Everybody knows Oktoberfest. So I guess it's just true. I mean, we're not alcoholics. We just know how to drink, right?
But I think it depends a little bit on the area or in which area you are in Germany, because for example in Bavaria we eat something like Haxe or Schweinsbraten, and I think in Berlin, for example, you eat more Pouletten.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that,
Yeah,
but
it
still,
depends on the
we just
area.
love meat, you can say.
No fighting. Shakira.
Okay, well, Pablo Escobar was something that obviously, I mean, everyone knows about it, but we as Colombians are super past that. I mean, we have 3 years ago, we won the Nobel Prize for Peace, so we've come a long way from that. People would only think about Pablo Escobar the first time comes to mind, but I also would think there's so much more things about Colombia, not just that. We have Gabriel Garcia Marquez, who's the Nobel Prize for Literature, and he's a big figure in the war. We have, as you say, great nature.
Okay, so yeah, the open-minded is a very socialistic country. I think it was one of the first countries that allowed gay marriage, and it's always been very open.
It's not very arrogant for a majority of them, but if you go to Paris, for example, yeah, you're gonna find a lot of the most arrogant people in the world. And yeah, we love protesting and complaining on ourselves, so yeah, that's true.
Okay, I mean...
Not true. Girls that I know, I think most of them are really romantic, but of course there are a lot of girls who aren't.
You can't say they're emotionless, it also depends from the areas. For example, you're from Bavaria, I think people there are very emotional.
Yeah.
Do you think we're afraid of North Korea?
Maybe.
Maybe, but we don't care. And my home is here, military line is here, North Korea is here, so we are very close. We sometimes hear army's jet training, but we don't care, and we still feel North Korea and South Korea are family and want to reunify.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we had a lot of terror attacks from this last 6 years. Yeah, it's like something we have never seen in France for a long time. I remember when I was a child, they just like make this kind of protecting system around school, like basic one for children, and you have like a lot of policy. It was in 2003 or 4, so it's like a while that we know this kind of terrorism in France. We're not afraid, we just like when you had the Champs-Élysées attack, I was just like 3 streets behind where it happened, and in fact we just hear some shotgun and we were like, oh, what happened? But we accustomed to have a lot of weird noises and very loud, so we don't know like okay, that's probably nothing. And then we just see arrives a lot of policemen and a lot of police car with the oh my god, what is it? And yeah, you realize that someone just be killed like 10 or 20 meter, like go for you or wait for you. So yeah, it makes you a little bit not stressed, but you're like, how I can describe this feeling, in alert, like every time.
Okay, let's start with the Nazis. So it's true that in the most countries the Germans are still Nazis, and I think it's a little bit stupid because it was not our generation and the whole history, it's so long ago, and we personally don't have
anything to do with it. I still feel we have to suffer because of our history, because we feel still some kind of guilty.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows Hitler and stuff, and also like there's some right-wing parties now in Germany who are kind of successful, but still not in the leading parties. But yeah, it's a very dark history of Germany, but it's nonsense to connect it to Germany, because nowadays we're so open-minded and stuff. On Oktoberfest, there's so many international people. You barely see Germans.
Yeah, it's
right?
more like a touristic attraction, and I think the Bavarian people, or more the German people, they don't go there.
No.
They go more to little.
I mean, we have so many festivals like that, especially in Bavaria.
Yeah.
But they're smaller.
So the people are going there, but not especially to the Oktoberfest.
Yeah. And then windmills, the same as clocks, which are like wooden shoes, and cheese and tulips, and Delft's Blue. Those are the typical Dutch things that you see in any like souvenir shop. Most of these things are stolen. Windmills, I think, are sort of Dutch. Tulips are actually Turkish, and Delft's Blue is from China. So it's because we're an import and export country, right? Oh, Amsterdam. Yeah, I fucking hate that. No, I don't hate Amsterdam. Amsterdam's beautiful. It's a fascinating city, but I always say to people, don't just go to Amsterdam if you go to Holland. It's really easy to go to any other city. It literally takes you an hour to get to The Hague, for example.
Yeah, Shakira, that's great. She's the best singer we have, and one of the best representation of what Colombia is and what Colombia can do.
I guess for us it's so different to Dutch.
Yeah.
As I said, for me, Dutch is like the ugly German. Because they have so much like noises, and we don't have that so much.
True, yeah.
I would say that's not true about like little rougher. I think here is more here in Spain. It is more than it is in Colombia. We do have it's a Latin Spanish, but we have a bunch of Latin Spanish, like Mexico, Ecuador, Panama, Venezuela. We all speak different. Like we have different accents, and also in Colombia, there's more than at least 10 accents inside of the country.
The Germans say that it's an ugly German.
Yeah, okay, but this is always this feud. It's gotta be there between Holland and Germany. I don't know, it's just different.